Assalamu alaikum students. Now after going through the Ohm's law, now we have to study a bit regarding the cause of resistance. Actually, this is a conductor, and in this very conductor there are the free charge carriers. There are a large number of free charge carriers. When the potential difference is applied across the ends of the conductor, the free electrons they drift, they move with small velocity from one end to another. Why they move with a small velocity? The reason behind that is the constituents present within this very material, of which the material is made up of. This very electron, as it moves, it gets collision with this, and if it moves, then this, like, it gets collided time and again, time and again. As a result of it, the momentum it has gained, the energy it has gained, that very energy is lost. Once that very energy is lost, then that appears in the form of heat. Because if a material is having more and more resistance, that will be having a more heating effect. Because once this electron gets the energy, and it imparts energy to it. Why it imparts? Because it got collided. If the path is like this, that there will not be anything in between, it will move quickly. There will not be so much resistance. But there is resistance. The cause of resistance is that there is collisions between this very charge carrier, the electron, with the atoms or ions or the constituents of the conductor. These collisions between constituents of material and charges. Collisions between constituents of material and charges oppose the movement of free electrons. And if more and more opposition is shown, more and more collision is shown, that is more and more resistance of the conductor. So that's the simply, I will say, what is the cause of resistance? Simply the collisions that took place between the free charge carriers and the constituents of the matter. If these collisions are more and more, then the material shows more and more resistance. Now there are some factors on which this resistance depends. Factors on which resistance of a material depends. Number one factor is length. It has been found that resistance of a material depends upon the length. Resistance of material is directly proportional to length. That is, resistance R of a material is directly proportional to length L. If a material is having more and more length, if we take two wires of same material, one is having less length, another is having more length, then it has been found that resistance is directly proportional to L. For example, if we are having this as a wire and it is having this very much, this is the cross section A and it is its length, this very much. Now we are having another wire here, same cross section, but its length is a bit, you will see, a double or more than the first one. So here it is length L1, it is length L2. Obviously L2 is greater than L1, so it is having a resistance R2, it is having a resistance R1. R2 will be greater than R1. If both are same materials, this and this both are same materials, then the resistance of the material depends upon the length. Why length? Because once the electron is going to move, it will go through large number of collisions. Why large number of collisions? Because in this material of this length, if we will have 1 lakh, 1 million, 1 crore atoms, then in this very length we will have more than that. And once we are having more than that, there will be more collisions. So length, more resistance. Secondly, it has been found that resistance is inversely proportional to area of cross section, or inversely proportional to A, or you will say directly proportional to 1 by A. That means if we are having two wires, there is one wire, it is having this very much length, it is having length L and area of cross section A. Now we are having another wire of same material, of same length again same. In this very case, the area of cross section was same. It was A here, it was A here. Now it is A1 here and it is A2 here. It is a totally different area of cross section, but the length is same. As there is the free charge carrier is in this very case the thick wire, you will say this a bit thicker and this a bit thinner, although the length is same but areas are different. So as A2 is greater than A1, so R2 is less than R1. The resistance offered by this very length, as it is having more area of cross section, will be less as compared to the same length of different area of cross section, because there will be more paths available, more free path available for electron to move through it as compared to this. Moreover, if we are going to combine these very factors, we will get R directly proportional to L over A. So resistance depends upon the length, resistance inversely proportional to A, which implies R equals to rho L over A, where this is called as what? Resistivity. Resistivity of material, or it's called as specific resistance. So resistance is equal to rho L by A. It depends upon length, it depends upon A. Besides these two very factors, it depends upon the temperature, the nature of material. If it is copper, it is copper. If it is copper, it is iron. It will be totally different. But it depends upon the length, it depends upon the area of cross section, it depends upon the nature of material. And if we take these two, it depends upon the temperature as well. If we take the length and area factor, we will get R is equal to rho L by A, where rho is known as resistivity of this very material. So R equals to rho if L equals to 1 and A equals to 1. If A equals to 1, L is equal to 1, then R is equal to rho. Thus, resistivity is the resistance of material of unit length and unit area of cross section. The specific resistance or resistivity is defined as the resistance of material, resistance of conductor of unit length and unit area of cross section. What will be the units of rho? Rho equals to here R A by L. For R you are having as ohm, for A you are having as meter square, for L you are having meter. This 1 meter is going to leave with this, it is simply ohm meter. Ohm meter is the unit of what? Resistivity or specific resistance. This is all regarding the factors as well as cause of resistance. Tomorrow will be new lecture. Till then, Allah Hafiz.